Acts 9:3. As he was approaching Damascus on this mission, a light from heaven suddenly shone down around him. Acts 9:4. He fell to the ground and heard a voice saying to him, Saul, Saul, why are you persecuting me? Acts 9:5. Who are you, Lord? Saul asked. And the voice replied, I am Jesus, the one you are persecuting. Now get up and go into the city, and you will be told what you must do. This is Saul's road to Damascus experience, where he meets the risen Christ and is dramatically and forever changed from a persecutor of the church to a builder of the church. Saul's immediate response to this blinding light and heavenly voice was, Lord, what do you want me to do? Interesting that he didn't say, what do you want me to believe? No, all the belief necessary to produce this kind of change happened in an instant when he heard Jesus speak. We correctly say that one must believe on Jesus to be saved, and we could also correctly say that the same one will want to be busy for Jesus after believing on him. Next stop, Barnabas and Paul's first missionary trip. Acts 13:2. One day as these men were worshiping the Lord and fasting, the Holy Spirit said, Appoint Barnabas and Saul for the special work to which I have called them. Acts 13:3. So after more fasting and prayer, the men laid their hands on them and sent them on their way. We find here that God does have special assignments for some of his servants. We also see that his special work for Paul and Barnabas was revealed to them as they were praying, fasting, and worshiping. That said, anything God calls one to is special for the one who is called. Acts 14:1. Paul and Barnabas went to the Jewish synagogue and preached with such power that a great number of both Jews and Greeks became believers. Acts 14:2. Some of the Jews, however, spurned God's message and poisoned the minds of the Gentiles against Paul and Barnabas. Acts 14:3. But the apostles stayed there a long time, preaching boldly about the grace of the Lord. And the Lord proved their message was true by giving them power to do miraculous signs and wonders. In the early days of the church, before there was a written New Testament, miraculous signs often accompanied the preaching of the gospel. Mark 16:20, and the disciples went everywhere and preached, and the Lord worked through them, confirming what they said by many miraculous signs. Notice the intended purpose of the miraculous signs. They were to confirm this radically new message called the gospel of Jesus Christ. In a way, God was saying, this is completely new. It is from me, and these signs are the proof. This is not to say that all miracles are solely for the purpose of confirming that his word is true. Sometimes God heals bodies, or renews calls, or releases captives simply because his people ask. What we need to avoid is the mindset that God somehow needs to do our bidding on command, as though he were our personal vending machine. He still heals, he still does signs, and he still gets to decide what is best for his glory and our good. Paul's second missionary trip into Asia Minor and Greece. Acts 16:14. One of them was Lydia from Thyatira, a merchant of expensive purple cloth who worshipped God. As she listened to us, the Lord opened her heart, and she accepted what Paul was saying. This is a powerful way to pray for the unsaved. Ask God to open their heart as they hear the gospel. There is a mysterious aspect to how people get saved, and it would seem to me that the work to open a heart to his truth is at the core of that mystery. Why do some believe and others are unmoved? Points to ponder. We correctly say that one must believe on Jesus to be saved. Sometimes God heals bodies or renews calls or releases captives simply because his people ask. This is a powerful way to pray for the unsaved. Ask God to open their heart as they hear the gospel. This class, and indeed the entire school, is dedicated to helping others see that God is bigger than we think and better than we know. To get to the next video, make a note of the class number for this recording. Then search for the next one. Here's a sample. If this video is number L01.1, then the next one is L01.2. And remember to like and subscribe on YouTube and follow on Rumble.